Well, welcome back to the Grace Channel on YouTube. I am, of course, Ferrari King, and we're playing some more Vampyr. Let's go ahead and start on this mission as soon as it loads up. If I cough a bit, it's because I have a neighbor. As I mentioned in other videos, she smokes in front of my apartment. You can't really stop her. And, even though it's illegal and everything, and of course the landlord doesn't do anything about it. It's just how it is. You know how smokers are. They don't care, See, smokers are worse than these vampires, you know. Because these smokers kill themselves, they kill everyone around them, and they don't even care. Smokers. And if you watched my Red Faction Gorilla, the Demons of the Badlands, the last video, remember at the end it kind of froze? Well, I had to, completely turn it off and everything. Pretty much everything that I did is gone. Which is okay. Now, if you remember, I've eaten, I think, 4 people already. Yeah, 4 people. I probably will not eat anybody else anytime soon. I might eat a couple people, but... Oh, that's right, he can't move fast right now. Make sure we're heading to the right area. Nope. You could have told me that, Jonathan... What's your name again? Jonathan Reed? This is a pretty good game, even though I kind of suck at it, but... I sworn I heard something. What I need to do, and it's obvious, I need to start collecting stuff. That's what I'm probably going to do. Let's finish this chapter. And then, well, I will, of course, just go around collecting stuff. Because I need to cure people. Well, we'll go home and try to make people well. Here, cat.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye, but the guards recruit more and more every year.
They only give you 10 points.
When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol.
You know how many people I killed this was their first patrol? There's like a boss battle in this too, unfortunately. That's no longer telling me to go to sleep and evolve. Oh, here's that guy I killed. Is it? No, that's not. Never mind. Never mind. There I go. Eavesdrop.
Someday you'll understand. You've wasted your
Good evening,
life
Benjamin.
away.
Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
Oh, I already spoke to him.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
Oh, I thought I gave you... What is your blood clot? 390, that's it? Wow, I can't give you medicine. I don't want to eat him yet.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
That's right, I forgot all about his little migraine problem. Yeah, this is it. No? Finally!
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to him.
Oops. Oh, 900. You got some decent blood on you.
To that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Yep. That's what they said. Oops. Oops.
Please, I don't have your money.
Oh.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
I'd prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
Joe, you're 50. Oh, I could eat you anyways. I like to. I'll probably eat you, Joe. I am going to eat you when I. Where's it? Jeez.
I never have taken up my father's business.
Damn it. What the hell's your problem, dude? That's who we gotta talk to. Let's talk to the preacher first. What the hell is this? Jeez.
Forgive me.
I always do that script.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
You're a prick. Oh, I can't mesmerize you. What's your level? 5.
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall, then so be it.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
I'm not doing it out of kindness in my heart.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Of course you do.
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
I guess you never actually read your Bible, huh? Not exactly a moral book.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in our country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
I heard the Muslims say the same thing. Actually, there's a Muslim cleric that said the same thing. A lot of them say the same thing. Oh, you know, they say if women are in charge of a country, the country goes to hell. But you can pick a lot of countries where women are in charge, but that doesn't happen.
More lost than you thought.
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city.
I might cause
Answers
it.
about the hidden truth.
I only believe in facts, but I want to keep you talking just to hear your nonsense. Oh boy. They actually think that women shouldn't be in politics or run nations. I've heard that from a lot of Muslims too. You know, Middle Eastern types. You know, like clerics and stuff, like from Iran, Saudi Arabia. You know, they say all these horrible things about women running, what happens. And of course, if you look in Europe and everything, they do a pretty damn good job. And India, Pakistan. Oh well, that's how it be. They seem to be running their countries well. India and Pakistan have women rulers. Oh, let's just go ahead and start this. You don't need me running my big fat dumb mouth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
What's your plan? I've had enough. Let's go to what's your plan, because I want to keep talking.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Damn.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
You are going to be eaten. This is the 20th century. Science is our only hope. But where do you put the limit? I can't really say. I mean, I have a degree in molecular biology and biochemistry, and I do really like science, but science doesn't exactly give you answers. It's not really. I mean, well, you know what I mean. Science is just basically gathering information and data and stuff. So it's not really going to be your hope. 20th century. Let's do this.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
Actually, in the Bible, it does tell you that the salvation is free, so he doesn't know what he's talking about. I mean, assuming that you are a Christian, I'm not. I'm an atheist. I used to be a Christian. But, the New Testament is not an improvement over the Old Testament, no matter what anyone tells you.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
You're looking right at me.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to...
As a doctor...
What do you mean?
The beast...
I have heard enough. Goodbye.
Wow, what a whack job.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
It's confidential. I care about public health. A nurse I know may be compromised.
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nithercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nithercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible and untold war is going on, and it must be stopped.
Agree with you, dude.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
Good job.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple epidemic.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw or heard of. My God, what happened to them?
You said can't reply. Did I do that already?
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Fine, having it. Fight! His food! His food! Oh, look at this. I hate it when they do that, but hey, that's fine. Eat, 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 eat! His food! His food! Oh, I'm glad I didn't think up your... Hey! What the hell are you doing? Killing me for? I didn't do nothing to you. See, do something! Fight your master! Fight him! Eat him! Fight back, Dookie Ho! I promise you they won't get mad if you fight back. That's it, they don't even give you much. They don't give you much XP. I could eat Miss Crane, I probably won't. Find Richard in the area. Yeah, I doubt he's in the area. Oh, crud, you do not usually want to go to, graveyard is never a good idea. Hey, Dookie.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nithercott, at your service.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to ask that reporter for if he needed medicine. Darn it.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
If you give me money, you can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane.
That's right, I can probably do it this way. Going back. Where's the reporter? Here it is. What does he have? The fatigue. Yeah, we have.
Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Gotta be careful about colonies.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
So do I. Just kidding.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
How about if I eat you, though? Which I'm not going to, but what if I do?
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
Aw, you're cute.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
Like that.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Wow. Quite a unique point of view when we see dreadful disease.
My mother loved poetry. Perhaps your words would have touched her sensitive nature. I only see a dreadful disease.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
I'll leave you alone, sir.
And go back to the other dude. I can remember how to get back there. Am I going the right way? Looks like I might be just going the other around the church. Need to help the other dude that we forgot. There you bees.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
See what I did for you, dude? Mr. Darby. Oh no. I thought the game was about to crash. I already had one game crash on me today. Hate games crashing. 5 meters. Oh, 50. That's right, you get tired easy. Better be unlocked. Talk to you, whoever you are.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Camellia?
I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly.
Okay.
You don't seem to need my medical attention for now.
You alright, baby girl? Bye.
I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it?
Okay.
Very well. Goodbye then.
You're weird, but I can understand. Flower. Small flower bouquet. Oh.
Hello again, miss. Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever.
It's kind of cute, though.
Very well. Goodbye then.
That's locked. There it is, though. My dearest, most beloved children, I am so sorry you have not heard from me for a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war, but there is also a war going on here in England. A war against poverty and against injustice. There's a war I intend to fight despite my advanced years. This is why I am writing to you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. That probably means I won't see you again before I die. Aw, don't be sad, my darlings. You are grown up now, and you have children of your own. You know the sacrifice is we sometimes must accept to make the world a better place. This is one I must make now to feel useful. One more time, I wish you a long and happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me, and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damp country.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
It better not be Dukes. Oh, shiznit, he's 14. Oh, we don't have to go that way. We're going away from him anyways. Go this way. Don't want to fight level 14. I doubt he's the only one. See, we're about to go farther than we needed to. Press to evolve. Now until the chapter's over.
Malevolence and trickery.
I'll be right. Oh, okay.
You are blinded by your false faith, imprisoned by your daily.
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
I prefer not.
Didn't we talk already? What the hell? Oh yes, it's about this. Does this? Oh no! Come on, hurry up, please. Bees with the bees. Still a good game. I actually like this game.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
Let's see, do you got anything open? Any hints?
Do you need help, sir?
I only need you to purchase something from my shop, sir.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Where's that jackass? I start giving him something. Simply because...
You again? What do you want this time?
Well, I am going
Can
to
I
eat
offer
you
my
eventually.
medical
Right?
expertise, Mr. Peterson?
The name is Colossus Joe. I don't get sick.
No, but you are going to be food.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
People like that I will eat. Bullies and scumbags. No.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Make me.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Ah, boy. So we're in the house. Find Dorothy Crane, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, let's just loot his house. We can't open that. Whoa. He might have stuff we want. So let's steal from him. Wait, let's see something real quick.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
Oh, I don't have bronchitis. Nice.
Well, if you feel all right, that's fine.
I'll give you some bronchitis medicine later.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe it.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Yep. Because the Russians are gonna screw you people up.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Okie dokie now. Come on, turn, do something. Well, we're pretty much at it. Ooh, so we could drink some of their blood. 1 second. Sorry about that. My idiot neighbor smokes right in front of my apartment, so I get these horrible coughs. You know how smokers are, you can't tell them nothing. And they don't care that their habit kills people. He's turning into a vampire and he's going to kill you and rip you apart if I don't get to you in time.
I need help!
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see.
hell?
I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Uh-oh.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
Oh, I can think of a way. Alright, but unfortunately that's not one of the choices.
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing,
Don't
Dorothy.
mean to be a creep.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
I do. I know what it's like to have to be so poor you can't change your situation, and your idiot neighbor smokes in front of your apartment. You know you're going to end up getting cancer because you're a damn neighbor who cannot freaking stop smoking in front of your apartment, even though it's illegal for her to do it and it's against the lease. But of course nobody does anything about it. But that's just how it is. When you're poor, you're screwed. And YouTube screws you over, making new rules so you can't make money off YouTube.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Ah, so I can embrace, eat her, and get her health. I can spare her or charm. I'll spare.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition.
I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane.
I
We
couldn't
have
kill
a deal.
I couldn't kill someone like her. Interview with the Vampyr. New systems are available to kill. Yay! Suffer the consequences. Jeez, they're just killing everybody.
It ain't human! Kill it!
Jeez, kill them! They're just... Eat! Food! That's his food! His food! Jeez. He came in here and killed everybody. They would have killed that nurse. Little bastards. Little pricks.
Die, vermin!
Eat! His food! His food! Oh, jeez, finally he did that. Eat! Damn, man, it takes a while to kill him to do that. I eat. The L2 one, man, he does not like to do it, even when it's the first time. That means there's more. Come on. Eat his food. His food. Eat his food. His food. That's probably what I'll do, like at the end of each chapter. Well, you know, do what we gotta do. The hell is this?
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Oh, I don't need that.
Dr. Reed.
Shoot, what happened? No, I don't need that. Antique. Oh, you're not gonna tell me. Whoops. Let me steal something from you real quick. Thank you. Now I need to go out. Didn't mean to enter your home, but... Make sure to... I know not to go this way, because I already saw what happens if you... Oh, come on, Duke, eh? 10 more minutes. Problem is I have with the game is the direction thingy. Damn it. I guess he had no choice, but we're not going to fight those bastards. Shit, what the hell? Too bad you can't fast travel. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to upload this because it's going to get too long otherwise. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Don't forget to watch my other videos. Don't forget to check out the description for a link to my website. Don't forget to watch my other videos. And of course in the description that website has my 99-cent ebooks. Thanks for watching.